Hello guys, thank you for watching our videos. This is our fourth video prepared and delivered to you by Kanke General Management Consultancy Services. Our fourth video will be regarding types of followers in leadership. Here followers in the context of leadership, in the context of theories of leadership. Of course, we know there are different theories of leadership are there. So under this leadership theory, there are different, behaviorally, there are different types of followers. Today we are going to see types of followers because of the fact that we will practice leadership in our day-to-day activity, not only in the organization or not only in the business organization, rather in our, even we practice leadership in our home. According to different scholars or various scholars, most scholars agree on this matrix. 5 categories of types of followers under in leadership: alienated followers, effective followers, sheep followers, yes people, as well as survivors. This 5 matrix has been identified in 2-dimensional factors. The vertical, which is the y-axis, shows independency and criticalness of the followers. The more we are going upper and upper on the y-axis, the followers are independent and critical, while on the on the x-axis shows the passivity versus activeness of followers. The more we are going to the right, the more active the followers. Hence, saying this much, what's the definition of followers or followership? Followership, according to Merriam-Webster, followership can be defined as a capacity or willingness to follow a leader. The capacity as well as willingness. Willingness is also needed, as well as those followers need to have the capacity. Based on various scholars like R.E. Kelly, 1992, Roach and Ford, 2007, Draft, 2007, in their work they identified that there are 5 types of followers. The one we have seen on the matrix, that is sheep followers, yes people, alienated followers, survival followers, effective followers. So let's see one by one. The first one is sheep followers. Sheep followers, they are passive and dependent. They are passive type of people. They are passively following the leaders, but and also they don't make any question. They completely depend or trust their followers. Wherever the leader is just taking them, they are trusting, or they are simply following the leaders. They tend to do whatever they are told. Whatever the leader said, they tend to implement it. They tend to turn into practice without questioning, without asking why. Without asking, even if they know that it may not be good, or even if the leader is in a bad situation, or even if the leadership is in a bad situation, they don't question it. Rather, they are going to do whatever they are told. They leave the thinking to their leaders, or the critics, or the thinking, all the critical analysis or decision making will be given to their leaders. Simply whatever the leader said, they tend to implement that. This attribute serve neither them nor their fellow teammates. Yeah, it is very much bad type of they are bad type of followers, because it is not good for the work, or it will not be good for the purpose of the organization, or for the mission achievement of the organization. This type of followers negatively affect the team dynamics and performance. Performance of the organization will be affected negatively, as well as the team dynamics of the organization will be affected. The second one is yes people. They are conformist. They are conforming, or simply making them dependent on the leader, and they do not critically ask their leaders. Rather, they simply follow. They are active. They are appreciating whatever mistake that the leaders make. They appreciate their leaders. They appreciate, you are the only leader. You are the only ever created leader. They are saying like this. They are simply appreciating. Even if he is just going down, or even if the leadership of the organization is falling down, they don't ask any question critically, and they don't question, they don't challenge the status quo. They are appreciating the status quo. Although the status quo may going to fade, they don't question that. This major concern is avoiding conflict. They don't want to create a conflict with the leaders. Rather, they conform, or they create the comfort zone with the current situation of the leader. They don't challenge the status quo. This type of followers pose a danger to the leader and themselves due to their unwillingness, inability to put forth challenging viewpoints. Yeah, they don't show the challenging viewpoints. They don't show another viewpoint for the leaders. Rather, they simply take whatever the leaders have said and appreciating that and following yes, 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 simply saying yes, yes, yes. Whatever the leader said, simply appreciating, rather than challenging and rather than showing the other new direction or the other new point. The third one is alienated followers. According to Kelly, he described that alienated followers as one who is independent and thinks critically, but they are passive. They are passive. In their mind, they are very critical. They analyze things, they know the way out, but they don't forward that. They don't forward their idea. They hide their idea. They are simply passive. They don't question and they don't forward their viewpoint. Because they are passive, they do not use their strengths to help the team achieve its goals. They have something of value to offer, but they choose not to do so. They have some good value. They have some positive things in their mind, but they are not forwarding that. They are passively simply following the leaders, so that their passivity will make them to be distant from the team. So finally they are out of the team. Survivors are the middle of the dimension, as you have seen in the matrix. In the middle, they are chameleonic nature, or they are changing with the situations. They are adaptable, but not in a positive way, but they are negatively adaptable. They are flowing like a river. Wherever direction the river flows, they follow that. These kinds of followers are the risk-aversive type of people, changing their opinion and behavior as the situations arise. This type of follower goes with the flow. To them, following the path of at least resistance serves as a protection and keeps them out of the line of fire. So they don't want to put their hands into the fire. They are risk avoidant or risk aversive type of people. Survivors are most interested in playing it is the safest way. They are engaging in the safest way. They don't engage in the risky direction. The fifth one is which is the most effective one. The most successful types of followers are effective or dynamic followers. These are proactive, just thinking in advance the situation or the problems, and then giving the way forward or giving a strategy to the way out of the risk. They are independent. They are able to think critically. Effective followers are also respectful of their leader authority. They respect their leaders, but in idea they challenge their leaders. They criticize if the leader is not in a good way. If the leader is not going in the right way, they criticize it. They give the way out for the leaders, give the direction for the leaders, give opinion, suggest opinion for the leaders. They are out-of-box thinkers. Here, such kinds of followers are the would-be leaders, because of unless the followers are effective, they will not become effective leaders. Great leaders start off as great followers, yes. They are following the footprint of leaders. Footprint, and just taking the effective part, taking the positive part and using for their future leadership as input, then they might become a successor for the good leaders. Effective followers are lifelong learners. They are learners. They are learning from practices. They practice self-leadership. They learn everything by themselves. Even they learn from the mistake of others, other people. They take responsibility. They are highly committed. They seek feedback to continuously improve their performance. Yeah, they are open-minded for any feedback, for any comments, so that they will utilize that comments that has been given by their teammate, and also known as dynamic followers. They are dynamic followers. They are very valuable to the leaders and the team as well. So thank you very much. If you have any question and comment, please, you can just write as a comment. And if you like this video, subscribe. Thank you very much.